to Remelations. We're your hosts.
I'm Mindy.
And I'm Brooke. Remelations is a dream interpretation podcast where we read listeners' dreams. From nightmares to the just plain bizarre, join us as we give you our comedic interpretation of your fucked up REM cycle.
This week we're reading one of my dreams that has to do with an apocalypse, but we're also reading Catnaps that have to do with lightly hungry sharks and air tragedy premonitions.
Yeah. We're also talking about parachutes and tacos.
I'll take all the tacos.
Please and thank you. And then we also are talking about horror movies.
It's Halloween season. What a good thing to talk about.
Yes.
All right, bestie. Let's get started.
Woo!
Generic.
You're like, hi, how are you?
Hi.
It's
Great.
Tuesday.
How was your week? It is great.
I had a drink. What did you do?
I also had a drink. Okay.
How was dinner?
Dinner was great. It's Mark's mom's birthday, so this week. So she came over for dinner. We wanted to go out, but then there's this like little Mexican place by our house, like not too far away, but they have like the best chicken. It's like chicken.
Like,
yes.
How is it prepared?
Pollo. It is like I don't know how I don't know how it's prepared. But it's like they like slow roast it and they have like all this like seasoning on it. It is like the best.
Is there like any like Mexican stuff on it? Like toppings? Like
yeah, you get it with rice and you can get like
yeah.
So they just put it like in a pan. It comes with like those like big onion bulbs and jalapenos, and then it's like whole chicken. So it's just like chopped up.
A whole chicken?
You order it by how many chickens you want. And so we had like 2 whole chickens, and they just like chop it up after it's cooked, but it's like fall off the bone. It's like
wow,
delicious.
I'd like 2 chickens.
I usually don't eat on recording nights because I don't know if I'm nervous or what. But
oh, really?
Yeah, I usually don't eat until like afterwards. But tonight I had dinner and I feel good.
Okay, good.
Feel good.
I'm glad you feel good.
Well, today's a catnap episode.
Yay, yay, yay. I love these.
Oh my goodness. So I just got to say, I've got some great ones today and I'm excited to share them.
I got some good ones too, but first we got to hear from your mind.
Oh, yes, about that.
Oh.
I have that ready. I forgot. I almost forgot I had to do my own dream. I was like, oh yeah, it's an easy episode. I just got to, nope, I forgot I had to write down one of mine. But good thing there is a lot to choose from.
Yeah, no kidding.
So let's get started with one of mine. Okay, I'll give you a choice.
Oh.
It'll either be apocalyptic dream.
Okay.
Or a weird cruise ship dream.
Oh, let's do apocalyptic because we did 2 recent cruise ship ones.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
So this is weird, as always.
What? This is
Shocker. Here we go. I literally wrote, this dream begins strangely.
Oh, really?
I'm in some sort of outdoor area.
Okay.
I'm with a few randos my age. Females.
Okay.
I'm on top of a hill, and it looks beautiful. Like a little Italian village.
Ooh, nice.
So, like, we're on top of the hill, but, like, down the hill, there's, like, down this valley is, like, this little Italian village. It just looks beautiful.
I can picture it.
I've never been to Italy, but I wish I have been. Okay. Well, not in this dream, though.
Yeah, doesn't sound like it's going to be great.
There is a bay of lockers outside on top of this hill. And I remember, like, gym lockers. Like, like those, like, top and bottom. They had top and bottoms. They had little turny combination things on them. Yeah. So that's on top of this hill, random. I remember trying to get something out of these lockers, but I don't know what I was trying to get out. When all of a sudden, there was this huge explosion. And I see a huge crater at the bottom of the hill that just destroyed everything.
Oh, no!
We were under attack, as if war bombs were dropping all over this little crater area, and people are just running. It's chaos.
Oh, no.
I turn to the randos next to me like, what the fuck? And they don't answer me. But I do see them all begin to change their clothes.
From the lockers?
From the lockers. They reached in their lockers and they all started putting on white outfits.
Oh.
All white. Shirts, pants, shoes. It didn't have to be the same outfit.
Yeah.
But everyone had white from head to toe.
Okay. Sounds very cultish.
I'm wearing black.
Wow. Okay.
And I was worried the attack was a planned way to divide the black outfit people from the white outfit people. So now I'm worried.
Was it just you in all black?
Well, everyone else seemed in on it. Like they knew this was happening, and I was completely shocked.
Against you, basically.
Well, no, because the other people died in the bomb. that were wearing not white.
Okay.
So I look at my locker to try to find something white to wear.
Shit,
I don't see anything white.
Damn it.
But I figured gray was better than wearing black because it's halfway to white. So I put a gray outfit on, as my kids would call it these days, a groutfit.
A groutfit?
A gray outfit is called a groutfit. I guess it's not cool to wear gray top, gray bottoms, because then you're wearing a groutfit.
Okay, well, I guess I don't think I've ever worn gray on gray. So.
I mean, I do around the house, so.
Well, like, like a t-shirt and
loungewear,
like
sure.
Pajama bottoms or something, but I don't think I have anything gray on gray, but a groutfit, that's a thing.
Groutfit, yeah. I don't know. Maybe they made it up, but that's what I was told.
Your youngest always teaches me new words that I don't know.
That's true. So I put on my gray outfit, my groutfit. And I'm hoping that will convince everyone that I'm not on the black outfit team, but I am maybe impartial. So I start to follow.
You're Switzerland.
Oh my God.
Neutral.
See, there is a lot of in between of the, like, that's a lot how do I say that? That's a very personal part of my dream because I am very neutral when it comes to conflict, and I don't like conflict. And so it's interesting that I chose
coming
gray.
Across in your dream too.
Mm-hmm. So I start to follow the rando white outfitted girls down the hill. This is when I spot my sister Shannon.
Oh.
She is also wearing all white. I get the feeling that if I follow her, I'll be safe because she seems to be the leader of the white clothing group.
The white clothing group. My God.
She starts walking up some stairs. Now let me explain these stairs.
Oh, I knew there was going to be something with these stairs. I'm like, these can't be regular stairs.
We're outside. But it's almost like, remember at the amusement parks, the giant slides, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And you have to walk up those little metal stairs all the way up to get to the top of the giant slide.
Yes.
So it's like that, but it's not attached to a slide, and it's just in like a cage, so you can't like jump off the side. Like it's a cage set of stairs,
okay,
metal that you walk up.
That goes up and down the hill.
That just goes up.
Oh, just
so
up?
I'm on the top of the hill. It's going up now.
But up to where?
Well, I don't know.
Okay.
So I see my sister walk up these stairs, but then I get sidetracked.
Okay. How much can you possibly be doing to get sidetracked? You're in a caged stairwell.
Well, I haven't started walking up them yet. She started walking up, and I'm at the bottom of the stairs. I'm just following these other ladies I was with.
Got it.
And then I noticed two of my daughters.
Oh no!
My oldest twin, who's 16, and my youngest daughter, who's 13.
Okay.
Someone was calling for all the children to follow them.
Oh no!
The children did not have to be wearing a certain color.
Oh.
As if they did not want to harm the children. So it was kind of like, I had a feeling that if they followed this woman, they'd be safe. Like they didn't want the war to involve the children.
Yeah.
And so they'd accept all the children.
What if the children were wearing black, though? Because it felt so targeted at the people wearing black clothing.
What if the children started the war? I had this feeling that if they went, they'd be safe. But this rando lady in charge of the children asked me how many children I have.
Okay.
I say 4. She says I can only choose 2 to go with her and be safe.
Oh my God. This is
terrible. This is a stressful part of the dream.
Yeah, I would say so.
I then correct myself and say I have 3 because technically my oldest is over 18. She's an adult. So I'm like, I have 3 kids. Will you take 3 of them?
Right. Let's work with this.
And she says, no, you'll have to choose.
No. This is bad.
So I tell the 2 that I spotted to go in. But now I'm thinking I have to find my other 2 kids. I had to tell my oldest to follow me as an adult. And I also had to find the younger twin and find a way to sneak her in with all the children.
Sure.
I figured my youngest twin could probably go with one of their aunts. Like they had like an open spot. Like I would just find a family that only has 1 kid.
Right.
And then I would send her with.
Yes.
Okay.
But you didn't even know where she was yet.
I did not know where she was.
Oh my God.
I noticed I can no longer see my own sister Shannon at the top of the amusement park stairs. But I had a feeling as though she made it up there and she was where she was supposed to go.
Okay.
I then watch a girl walk up the stairs the same way, but then to have to turn around and come back down because it was now closed off.
Oh, you missed your chance.
I was too busy worrying about the kids. And I missed my chance to go up the stairs.
So.
Right? So she came back down as if it was closed off.
Right. Because she couldn't get up anymore. It was blocked.
And then I woke up.
Shit.
Like, the world is ending right now.
Yeah.
And I'm wearing the wrong outfit, first of all.
Sucks.
Can't find 2 of my kids.
Right.
Don't know what's going to happen to them.
It's getting worse.
My sister somehow is in charge of it all and doesn't want to, like, clue me in to this. Like, she can at least give me a heads up, you know?
Or at least push you to the front of the line.
Why would tell them to take my kids? Like why?
If she's in charge, let him.
Shannon,
let her have all 4 kids.
They're your nieces.
Right?
They belong in the safe zone.
In the safe zone. Was there like a limit? Like, okay, 500 people have gone through. Shut it down, and then you're just fucked.
I don't know. I don't know. It was just so weird, but scary, and like I felt not on either side.
Right. Well, which is just totally you.
Which is me, because I don't like taking sides and things. And
you were probably
the black
like
and the white.
About, that's just you naturally, and then you were probably just having like a stress dream about your kids or like worried about something, you know?
Right. Yeah. Always. I mean,
well, you're
always.
A mom.
That happens all the time, every day. But no, it was weird. It wasn't like I was upset it was being bombed. I was just upset like
that you couldn't get to where you're supposed to be.
Why was I not in on this? Why didn't anyone tell me about this plan?
Yeah, that's not cool.
Not cool. Rude. Well, if you enjoyed my dream, you know, Bestie, I know I'm not the only one out there who dreams. Mm-hmm. I know it. I know it for a fact. Everyone dreams. You might not remember them, but if you do, we want you to submit them to the show. You can do that by emailing us at remelations@gmail.com. We'll take any dream stories. You're about to hear a bunch of catnaps, and we don't analyze catnaps, but we just read them and just have them for fun, and you can just send those in as well. Label it catnap and send it along to us. We're going to get into some fun right now.
I'm excited.
Do you mind if I get started?
No, go for it.
Okay. Well, first of all, I have to give a shout out. So one of my favorite podcasts is called Morbid. Yes. It is like a true crime podcast hosted by 2 females. Ash and Elena, they're amazing. So I'm in like these Facebook groups that have like all of their fans in it, right? And so I mentioned how we're coming up on, Halloween, and I just was like, does anyone have any nightmares they want to share?
Oh, gosh.
And my God, did these weirdos show up.
Nice.
God
bless.
Killed it. So not only do I want to welcome all of the new fans that are joining us, but thank you for submitting dreams and
thank you. Thank you for listening. Oh my God.
So cool.
I can't wait.
Okay. This first one comes from Monica.
Okay.
And she is from West Des Moines, Iowa.
Oh.
I have one that's reoccurring where I'm looking down from above at myself alone in a grocery store.
Oh no.
So I can see the whole layout from above, and the store is on fire.
Ah!
And the only safe place for me to stand and survive is on top of the ice cream cooler that, you'd slide the top to open.
Okay. Oh, yes. Like, it's not a tall cooler. It's,
just like the one you have at the gas station.
At the gas stations, yeah.
And there's always someone dressed in black, walking creepily, dancing up and down the aisles, closer and closer to the ice cream cooler where I am standing.
Is she the only one in there? Oh.
And then she woke up.
Oh, God. Ooh.
That's a reoccurring dream, too. So, first of all, maybe this scary guy just wants ice cream.
I don't know. Why is he pacing?
Because he's really, really excited for the ice cream.
Then go fucking get it. Stop.
It's hot in there. There's a fire. He just wants to cool off. He's just like, Choco Taco. I want one now.
I want a drumstick.
Give me the strawberry shortcake.
Oh, wow. You like ice cream, don't you?
I Twix bars. Oh, give me, the SpongeBob. Like those.
What's a SpongeBob?
You've never had a SpongeBob ice cream?
No. I'm not a big ice cream person.
Me neither. I'm not really a big fan, but having kids, like I'm aware
yeah,
of
you have to
everything
know all the
available
snacks.
on the ice cream truck. So it's kind of like it's like an ice cream, but it's like they make them in different like
Is it on a
characters.
Stick?
Yeah, it's on a stick.
Okay.
It's like almost it's ice cream, but not like as heavy. It's more fruity.
Oh, okay.
And like sometimes it's like
coating on the outside, like
nope,
a
just
jelly
straight
bar.
No, it's just straight ice cream, but it's like different colors, so you can tell like what the characters. So there's like SpongeBob. There can be like Powerpuff Girls. There can be Mickey Mouse.
Jeez.
Like, but they always taste so good, and they usually have bubblegum eyes.
Ah, So it's like double the treat.
Except for it's so cold when you try to eat the bubble gum. It's like,
oh, does it hurt your teeth? And the gum's probably like
takes a while.
Hard as a rock.
It's hard as a rock. But damn it, those things, I will take them from the ice cream man any day of the week.
We never had an ice cream truck. I always wanted it. Like I didn't get to experience the joy.
Your neighborhood was pretty remote.
It was, I mean, it's closer now. The town has moved closer to it. But
yes,
yeah, it was.
Right. Your neighborhood was there, and now the town is slowly moving closer to where you moved
towards it. But yeah, we didn't get an ice cream truck out there.
We got them every now and then. And I remember just like really looking for any change
anywhere. I always wanted the joy of hearing the music from an ice cream truck and like running to go see what it is.
We have it. We have them in our neighborhood. They come around summer all the time. Like you'll hear it.
I've experienced through pop culture. I've seen enough ice cream truck things that I feel like I've gone to an ice cream truck.
My kids used to like just, mom. The ice cream truck's here, the ice cream truck. And then like, you're finding cash as fast as you possibly can. And then, but nowadays, like, they're teenagers. They're like,
whatevs.
Whatever. The dog freaks out about it though.
Oh, well, the dog sees what's happening.
Well, he just wants a taco choco.
He can't. There's choco in it.
That's true. He can just have the taco of the choco
taco. The taco part, which is boring.
Right? Just give him a SpongeBob. He'll be fine. The bubblegum eyes might get him a little bit.
Yeah, that's going to be
always
bad.
Hard for dogs. Yeah.
That's going to be real bad.
Do you have a catnap for us?
I do. Okay, so this is Faith from Nashville.
Oh, Nashville.
See? Look at that. Everyone that's cool is going there.
Yeah.
I was a really good carpenter in this dream.
Okay, Jesus.
Right? Amen. I had a nice side gig where I would make custom furniture and other items.
Lovely.
I walked into my workshop and everything had been destroyed down to dust.
Oh.
I called the cops and the first to arrive looked at my shop, paused, and walked over to his car. He came back with a dustbuster, sucked up all the dust. All better, he said as he drove away.
What?
That's it.
Okay. Rude.
That's a lot of work. Carpentry is a lot of work.
And it's artistic work. I mean, it's not easy.
And people are waiting for those custom orders.
Well, I'll tell you, I have drilled things and hammered things and screwed things, and I can't keep a straight line for the life of me.
See? It's
you
tough.
line it all up, and then you screw it, and it's like, and it's like just a little bit off. Like,
so
I don't know.
IKEA for you?
No, I'm great at putting, I'm patient and I love instructions. So I don't mind IKEA actually at all.
I'm going to buy a bunch of IKEA and have you come over and put it together.
I am one of the weird ones. Give me a bottle of wine and something to put together from IKEA. I'm fine.
I will hire you to do that because I've done it, but it's not something like I enjoy.
Oh, I don't mind
I can do it and put stuff together. I mean, I'm not rich enough to have anything delivered to me pre-assembled.
No.
I've put together plenty of shit in my day, but it's not like, yay, I love it. It's like a means to an end.
So Faith, I'm sure that's like very frustrating for you. But
right,
I wonder,
and you call the cops to like come help you, and they basically just dust bust it up. All better.
Okay, if you're not familiar with a dustbuster, because that term's kind of weird, bestie. If you don't know what it is, it was a name brand.
Yeah, it's like how you used to say Xerox something.
Right.
Because it was a copy machine, but you said making a Xerox.
It was a little handheld vacuum that could, according to the commercials, pick up anything from Cheerios to bowling balls. And
there is no dustbuster on the planet that can pick up a bowling ball.
Because it's battery operated. It just sits on a little charger so you can take it anywhere in the house. Your kids make a mess. You can pick it up.
They're lifesavers, really. I have
really
the
great.
best one I've ever had right now, and I couldn't recommend it enough. It's a Shark one.
Yeah, I have a Shark one too, but it's like a vacuum and a dustbuster all in one.
No, mine's just a dustbuster, but it's the best for cat litter that I've ever used. Like normally a dustbuster kind of spits it back out or like all over. This thing is great.
Nice.
Love it.
Dustbuster, if you want Shark Dustbusters, if you want to sponsor the show, let us know.
Shark, please.
My concern here is this is all the evidence.
All gone.
They are just
all
okay,
gone.
I'm here. It's clean. You're like, no, wait.
No,
Should you dust for prints? Just don't dust bust it.
I could dust for prints?
No. Exactly.
I'm sorry, Faith. I'm sorry. All your hard work went into that dustbuster.
Damn shame.
It sure is.
This next dream comes from Carla, and she's from Chicago, Illinois. case you didn't know where Chicago was.
As opposed to Chicago, Iowa?
Nope. I don't think those exist. Okay. It starts interestingly because she says, I suffer from narcolepsy and I have horrible sleep paralysis and hallucinations several times a week. Fun.
That's terrible.
I know. And I did message her. I'm like, we want to hear more about your experience with narcolepsy. Please let us know because this is a topic we haven't touched on yet. And I would love to
have not talked about it. That's so weird.
I think my most memorable dream was a very vivid and prolific dream.
Oh, no.
I spent the night at a friend's after a little drinking, and I dreamt I missed a flight on a plane for Travel Jet Airlines. Ooh. She goes, I even made up an airline in my dream.
I was going to say, I've never heard of that one. Sounds
Travel
like it's
Jet.
Budget friendly.
Are we talking Spirit?
Yeah.
Frontier
I'm like,
level?
don't do it. Spirit's the worst. But
So
if you want to sponsor us, Spirit's the best.
What take do you want? Okay. She goes, so she missed a flight for her travel jet plane. And I watched it as it took off and split mid-air, like snapping a twig with suitcases and people flying out all over.
God! Shit!
But here's the craziest part. I woke up with a start, and 10 minutes later, I turned on the TV. The Space Shuttle Columbia had literally just crashed around the same time I had the dream. Freaked me the heck out.
What? Oh,
isn't that crazy?
God.
Crazy.
That's crazy. Oh, that was a good one. Oh my God. But the visual, like, of seeing like people and suitcases just like, oh, that's like, that's terrifying.
Horrible.
Oh,
but then to have like wake up and then it's almost like a real life prophecy that, you know, these poor people in Colombia die, which is weird because Mark and I were just talking about that shuttle disaster this week for some odd reason. So for this to land in my lap was just
also
really weird
prolific.
too. Yeah, very weird.
I have a story, not a dream.
Please.
So my friend was visiting me when I was in school. He had been there for quite a while, but we got into this huge fight. He was leaving the next day. And I've never said anything like this mean to anybody, but I'm like, I hope your plane crashes.
Oh my, Brookie.
That was September 10th, 2001. So we woke up
my God.
to September 11th happening.
The world changed.
And planes crashing. And he was supposed to leave that day. It was just so weird that I said it the night before.
Wow.
I'm like,
no, that's so crazy.
Terrible. I know, but the worst part was he was stuck there then for.
So you apologize. So about last night, I was.
Ooh, yeah, that was a little over the line.
That was like a whole foot over the line, not just a toe. That was a whole person over the line, Brooke.
That was a couple leaps over the line.
You're like in the next state.
Yeah,
that's insane. That is a crazy story.
I still feel badly about that one, but.
Are you still friends? Is the question? No. Okay, then.
No. But I don't.
Moving on.
Yeah. And next page. I have another dream. You want to read it?
Please.
This is Lori, and she's from good old Dubuque, Iowa.
Hometown girl.
Yes. It was parachute day at school for PE class. Okay, pause. That was the best day.
Okay.
It even says everyone knows this is the best day.
It was.
What's her next line?
What? Right. Well, let's explain our bestie out there who might not know what parachute day is.
Parachute day is an actual parachute. It's I don't know how to explain.
You stand in the middle of the gym with this
and
giant
it's spread out in a circle.
And
everyone's holding a little edge of the parachute, but you're in a big giant circle. But then there's like things where they'll be like, you go trade places, and you like run under it. And you switch sides, or there's
so you kind of like flip it in the air, you bring it down. You don't want to get caught in there.
And stuff, and
you gotta put balls in the middle and make popcorn. That's what we used to call it.
It is a lot harder than I thought it would be to explain parachute.
It is, but that was the best
really
gym day.
Stupid, but it was like better than.
But you were talking like not small. Like this parachute's probably
huge.
40
and this
feet.
is what you do when you're kids. Like you don't do this in like high school or anything.
I think we should just bring it back. Let's bring it back.
What?
I would play parachute.
Kids?
We could do like drinking game parachute.
I know Brett's in.
Go run to the other side. You have to chug your beer before the parachute lands on you.
Oh my God. How is that going to happen? It doesn't fall down that slowly.
We're going to have to figure this out. I think we can make a whole adult party game out of this thing.
Happen. First,
I am in.
find a parachute. Second, invite your friends.
Yep.
Done. Party of the century. Okay, anyway, Lori, sorry.
Yes, I'm with
so
you.
it's parachute day, best day. Only I wasn't a little kid. I was my current age. I don't mind telling you that I am 62 years young.
Love it.
I love that she's playing parachute stuff even when she's 62 and still having the time of her life.
Sticks with you, that game.
Right? I mean, I'm still thinking about it. The teacher and the kids didn't seem to care or even notice me. Now, this part, I am embarrassed to admit. I was having so much fun and laughing so hard that I peed my pants. Everyone laughed at me.
It's like a Billy Madison. You ain't
I know.
cool
You ain't
unless
cool
you
unless you pee your pants.
Hashtag.
What
is Adam Sandler
Sandler
dream?
I got so excited. It's a lot of joy.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's what that just immediately reminds me of.
Oh, when I read
scene.
it, I was not going to say it because I'm like, I don't know if everyone's going to get it, but I'm like, oh my God. I was like, well, then consider me Miles Davis, the old lady says. Anyway, so everyone laughed at her, but they all started peeing too.
So exactly like the movie.
She must have watched Billy Madison before she went to bed. When I woke up, I had wet the bed.
Oh no!
That's
but
it.
Wow.
Wow.
Lori, thank you for being so.
I like that
sharing
she was so
with us.
honest.
I love it.
Thank you,
You
Lori.
go, Lori.
There's nothing to be ashamed of. That shit happens.
I laugh and I pee my pants.
I know.
It's the
It's
problem
hard.
of having kids and all that
Wow.
shit. Or just getting old. I don't know.
Little column A, little column B.
I think that's hilarious, and it does totally remind me of the movie. Like,
I mean, because then the kids start peeing their pants
Because they're like,
they
oh, it's
wanna be
cool.
Because the
Those
one
kids
kid
are so
peed his pants.
impressionable.
I know. It's funny though.
I love it.
I like that one, Lori. Thank you. It made me
Lori,
laugh.
that made me laugh. Yes, that was perfect. But I get it when you're having so much
unless you
fun.
pee your pants. I can't get it out of my head now.
No, I know. Stuck in there. Okay. This next one comes from Jamie, and he is from Chickamauga, Georgia? Chickamauga. I mean, this is a new one we haven't
I know, but I like
gone to
it.
Georgia before, but here we are. Jamie, thank you for letting us share this dream. I had a reoccurring dream as a kid/teen. I was in a lifeboat in the ocean
Okay.
with a teenage boy with me dressed like Little House on the Prairie.
Okay.
Except we were floating inside a cabin that was also floating with the floor missing, so only ocean water.
Well, where were they sitting or standing? On the roof?
No. We were trying to row or whatever in a panicked way because it was storming. Of course it was.
Oh, jeez.
Then a shark dives in through the window. Not sure if it's broken or open, but the cabin is breaking up.
Oh, my God.
And this is the best part. And delicately bites the boy's eyeball.
Jesus Christ.
And neatly tears it in half, revealing the inside.
The eyeball? How big is this shark? That shark, I mean, it can break through a cabin window, but it has the delicate touch.
Delicacy.
That it can, like, one tooth gently slice through an eyeball.
The boy covers his now destroyed eyeball in pain, and the shark slips back through the windows.
Wait, back
End
through the window?
of dream.
Why did it go through the floor? That
I don't know. But the fact is like, sharks are like, could eat a whole damn person. He's
Right,
like,
but-
I just want an appetizer. I just
Not
want
even
half,
a whole bite.
just a half a
Just a little.
Just
a moose bouche.
a-
That
oh,
shark just wanted a little moose bouche.
Yeah, you know,
before he
he's
ate a seal.
fancy.
I don't
He's
know.
fancy.
It's a fancy shark.
It's a fancy shark. He's gonna swim into that window.
No, yeah, he's
Knock,
I'm like,
knock,
I'm gonna
knock. Do
check
you have a
this out.
reservation? Yes, I do. 6
Yeah, I'm a
o'clock.
shark. I'm gonna eat what I want to eat. That's
And
my
it's just
reservation.
like a part of an eyeball. That's it.
Excuse
oh my
me,
god.
are you serving eyeballs tonight? I just want one.
Are they
And half.
fresh?
Cut
Are
it
they
in
fresh? 25 cents a pop.
25 cents.
It's like oysters, but
It's a good deal.
yeah, it's
Just half an eyeball.
I just thought that one was hilarious. So thanks, Jamie, for that one. I mean, he was like a teenager when he said he had that, so I definitely get why that would stick with you.
Oh,
know,
God.
throughout
I'm
your
glad
whole
he
life.
shared that. I'm glad he remembers that still. It's a good one.
Oh my god, so good.
Well, I have a J name next, too.
Okay.
Mr. Jason from Portland.
Okay, ooh, Oregon.
Torque.
Torque.
That's it. End of dream. Thanks for sharing, Jason.
Jason likes
Let me
going
try
to
again.
the club.
Let me try again. Tacos are my favorite food. And I was a finalist in a taco eating contest, which I've never heard about. I don't know if that even exists.
Are they hard shell or soft shell? Because I think I could
That's
do
a big
better
difference.
maybe with the soft shell.
I don't know. That's a tough one.
Hard shell are good, but I mean, if you're having a contest.
I don't know. That's a good question. We'd
You
have to
dip it
do
in
more
water.
research on the
Yeah.
best method.
I bet
to eat
there's
a taco.
I bet there's someone out there who is.
I bet it is soft tacos because you know how when you see the hot dogs, they like dip them
in the water. Yeah.
So you couldn't do that with a hard shell. So maybe it's a trick of the trade.
Okay, so a taco eating contest.
Taco eating
Sounds
contest.
delicious.
I was really excited, and the tacos were actually delicious.
good.
I didn't seem to be getting full at all. I took my next bite, and something wasn't right.
Oh god!
I felt something moving.
No.
In my mouth. I don't like it already.
Was it an eyeball?
I don't know if that moves
shark
around too much. It was a
shark just
shark.
puts
It
it back.
jumped into the taco shell. See, sharks are hungry.
They are hungry.
They
They
eat
like tacos.
eyeballs. They eat tacos. I looked down and the tacos. Oh, I looked down
Oh god!
and the tacos were made of every bug and insect imaginable. Big,
no.
small, alive. Then I woke up.
Oh, it's like way to
Jesus.
ruin a dream. Like
Way
that
to
sounds
ruin
like
a
such
good
a great dream. Tacos, I can eat all the tacos I
love
want.
tacos, and I'm having all the tacos.
Give me them all. Chicken.
That's
pollo,
such a sad turn of events.
carne
But I hope you
asada.
won. Did you at least win the contest?
I don't care how much. I would not enter that
I'm
contest.
out.
I am so sorry.
I'm out.
No,
Mm-mm.
thank you.
Could you imagine feeling them move
things
in
move.
your mouth? Oh,
I don't know how
I'm
people do
getting
that.
skeeved out. No.
Okay, well, I'm glad I already ate tonight because
See?
I would lose my appetite. At this
Now
point.
you're not thinking about bug tacos.
Okay. This next dream comes from Lisa from Stanger, Texas.
Mm.
I hope I'm saying that right. Sanger. Sanger, Texas.
Oh, okay. So no tea.
Nope. Stanger.
Get the tea out of there.
Well, you know, I speak well. I have a reoccurring dream.
No, I speak well. Sorry, that was so funny.
I have a reoccurring dream that I have had throughout my life. I'm 52.
Okay.
Also, thank you for sharing your age.
52, 62.
Love it.
Look at
Kicking
us.
ass. The first time I had it, I was about 7 or 8. I am dreaming that I wake up in my house I grew up in, and I can't find my mom, dad, or brother anywhere.
Oh.
I run around calling for them, and I open the front door to see if they're outside. There are piles and piles of bodies all over the place. Blood is literally running down the street. I am crying for help from anyone, crawling all over the bodies. It's like an apocalypse.
Oh my God.
I was the last person left on Earth. I always wake up soaked in sweat and terrified.
Oh.
Then she says, it was in the 70s, and I did play a lot with a Ouija board back then.
Oh.
We used to ask if someone was there and would spell out Zozo over and over.
That sounds
Zio.
demonic.
Zio.
You shouldn't say it out loud. I feel like.
Now that I'm grown, I have learned that this is the name of a demon. I wonder how I got it in my head back then, and it's something I've carried with me my whole life. It freaks me out.
Right on the money.
So that seems like it was part of the dream, the Ouija board part. So like in her dream, it spelled out Zozo.
Don't keep saying it.
But it's like
not
Bozo,
good to say
but
a
not.
demon's name out loud. It's
Well,
not.
thank you. And I'm down in the basement by myself.
I'm not trying to scare you. I'm trying to protect you.
Thank you. The Z name,
Yeah.
person,
Z.
animal, demonic thing, but we
Mhm.
won't say again. But man, so like 7 or 8 years old to have this dream.
And be 52 and it's still happening. That's
Nope.
terrifying. That's
Go away.
terrifying.
Go away.
Maybe Z is real and connected to her.
Somehow. Anyways, that's all I got.
Well, those were fantastic catnaps. That
Creepy
was
and good.
Good stuff. Thank you all for sharing. Well, thank you so much to all of the catnap submissions. It was so much fun. You know, just submitting your dreams is only one way to support the show. You can go to remelations.com/support. You can join the sleepover squad, get extra footage, extra content. You can just like us on any kind of social media. Tell a friend. That's all we need. And don't forget, it is the spooky time of year. Woo. So we're calling out all nightmares. Please submit them. We're going to have a spooktacular Halloween episode.
Whoa. As we go from scary laugh to just our normal giggles.
It's good stuff.
Yes, please share and support us. Thank you so much. If you find any value in the show, we would love any support you have to give.
Yes. I am real burpy tonight. And I'm not a burper in general, so I don't know what's going on.
Oh, I hate that. I like numbers. So Wednesday, at the end of the day, Wednesday to right now. So what's that?
24 hours.
Wednesday night to Thursday.
This Thursday night.
Thursday.
So one day.
Wait, no, sorry. Tuesday night. So
48
hours. We had 81 listens. 81 listens in 2 days.
What?
And we've had 21 more follows on people who subscribe to us on or on Apple Podcasts and
Shut
Spotify.
the fuck up.
I know.
We can quit our jobs soon, Mindy. We just need to get some advertisers.
Right? So we have 100 people that follow us on that follow us every week on Apple Podcasts, 81 on Spotify, and 20 on Google Podcasts.
That's so
200,
cool.
200 people a week get notified that there's a new episode. Yeah.
Wow.
That's a lot.
So there's this Oasis album, and it's called Familiar to Millions. And I played trivia a few weeks ago, and I made my team name Familiar to Dozens, because I always, I never tell Brett, so I always want him to try to guess
which one is yours.
It's but I always make it an inside joke. And he was Familiar to Dozens. I get it. I'm well, maybe it's familiar to hundreds now. I don't know.
No, it is. Cute.
I have something I'd like to quiz you on, if you don't mind.
Oh boy. I didn't
No,
study.
don't worry. It's not like that. This is just...
the same thing when I went to school. I didn't study. So
no.
You
didn't study. You're fine.
Yeah, I'll get
I'm
100%.
going to say 3 famous actors.
Oh boy. You know how
and you guess what they all have in common.
Okay.
I know this isn't your thing.
This is not my wheelhouse, but I'm going to try.
So first, Patricia Arquette.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so she's an amazingly talented actress. She's in one of my favorite movies, True Romance. Star of the TV show Medium, presently on Severance, was awesome show.
Mm-hmm.
Second, Lawrence Fishburne.
Okay.
Who, if you haven't seen The Matrix, stop listening. I'm actually saying stop listening and go watch it right now because Morpheus.
We can finish the podcast and then go.
Yeah. Okay. Finish the podcast and then go watch The Matrix because Morpheus is awesome.
Does that mean I have to leave right now?
No, you don't. You can stay.
Because I've never seen it.
Shut the fuck up! Mm-mm. Oh my god! I think you'd love it.
Back. I'm sure I would. It's one of those I should go watch that because I should.
20 plus years ago, what was it, 99? Something like that? Unbelievable. And do you know the Wachowski brothers? This is just a fun fact. That directed it are now the Wachowski sisters. Both of them.
Wow.
Isn't that mind-blowing? The Wachowski brothers became the Wachowski sisters.
Well, wait. I couldn't imagine a better support system than your sibling.
Right.
To go through a life-changing thing like that.
I don't know if they did it at the same time, but wow.
It's still amazing.
It's a good story, right?
I
think it's interesting.
Okay,
so number 3, you might know him. His name is Johnny Depp.
Quite familiar with the man.
I thought you might be familiar with
the most familiar of the 3. Okay.
Okay. I know you probably don't know this. So I was going to say it's not that they're award-winning because they're all Oscar nominated.
Okay.
Patricia Arquette actually won the Oscar for Boyhood. Lawrence Fishburne was nominated for What's Love Got to Do with It, and Johnny Depp has been nominated but never won, which is a shame.
For damn shame.
Sweeney Todd, Finding Neverland, and the Curse of the Black Pearl. Is that what the first one was called? Pirates of the Caribbean. Curse of.
One of them.
Any guesses?
Oh, okay.
If you get this, I'm going to shit a brick. I swear to God.
Get your masonry stuff ready because I am going to nail this.
Okay.
No,
I'm pushing it out. No,
well, considering this is a dream podcast, I'm going to have to go with They All Sleepwalk.
Oh, that'd be a good one. Wouldn't that be interesting?
Mm-hmm.
I went a little different direction, like we've talked about. Is that spooky time of year? So I wanted to talk kind of about scary movies and like what's more appropriate than Nightmare on Elm Street.
Your favorite.
It's one of my favorites.
Yeah, one of your favorites.
Johnny Depp's film debut was in the very first Nightmare on Elm Street.
Can I also confess something else?
You've never seen a single Nightmare on Elm Street.
I've never seen a Nightmare on Elm Street.
The podcast is over, bestie. I'm sorry, the podcast
Brooke, where'd you go? Did you just... Hello? Did you just quit the whole podcast?
We had a good run. I'm sorry, we're done.
I swear to God, I might have seen parts of one or another. Parts of them, but I don't know if I ever sat through all the way beginning to end. Any of them.
Shit. It's okay. I still love you.
But please, can you educate me in this?
Yes. Okay. But
since we're talking about it.
So Johnny Depp's film debut was in the first one. Patricia Arquette and Lawrence Fishburne were both in the third one, which is my favorite one. It's called Dream Warriors. Oh. I'll have to get into a synopsis a whole nother time because I
right because wait. So the whole scenario of Nightmare on Elm Street is he comes and attacks them when they're sleeping. I'm going to give you a very kind of brief, generic synopsis because I want you to watch it. And if anyone else out there has not seen it, I want you to watch it. So I'll just kind of give you a brief. I've got 2 on my list now. Okay.
Overview.
Matrix.
Okay.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh my gosh. God damn it. I'm striking out.
But I love you.
Okay. So in the early 80s, a psychopath named Fred Krueger, known as the Springwood Slasher, murdered several children.
Not nice.
When Krueger was apprehended, a technicality caused the evidence against him to be inadmissible.
Boo.
And he was not convicted and was hence released from prison.
Don't do that.
Nope. As a result, a group of
many more movies to come.
Yes.
Keep
and thank God,
jail.
because 2 in the series, I love them so much. I mean, I love the first one, but anyway. As a result, a group of parents in the neighborhood murdered Krueger on their own by setting him on fire in the boiler room where he worked. So if you've ever seen a picture of Freddy Krueger, his face.
Oh, I love that you're running through this because I don't know this.
Oh,
so this
good.
is fantastic.
Yeah, that's why he looks
awful.
Okay,
what year did?
I'm gonna lose it because I have like so much to
What
go
year
into.
did this take place? Like in that the parents did this to him? Would you say
this is the early 80s?
Early 80s. Okay.
Okay. All right. So years after his death, the living children of the parents responsible for Krueger's death, including the main character Nancy Thompson, who is the daughter of the police officer who arrested Krueger. These kids are all experiencing terrifying nightmares involving a burned man wearing a glove with razor blades for fingers.
Oh, yep.
I'm sure you've seen that.
Yes.
So the spirit of Freddy Krueger haunts their dreams. And when Nancy's best friend Tina dies violently in her sleep during a dream confrontation with Krueger, Nancy realizes if you die in your dream, you die in real life.
Which is an interesting concept.
Yes.
Because that is like
that's what you think. Hear. Like, it's always like to hear, like, do you, like, you fall and right before you hit the ground, you wake up?
Yeah.
Like,
but I wonder if that was a thing before this movie or this movie created that.
Oh, I think it was probably
like idea.
I don't know, but it is good thought. One by one, he terrorizes them within the curved walls of their dreams, where the rules are his and the only way out is to wake up. So Nancy must find a way to stop the evil psychopath's reign of terror or never sleep again. So I'm not, I know it sounds vague, but I wanted it to be vague on purpose.
Get it.
Because it is a good time of year, like, to watch scary movies.
Of course. And this is like the number one scary dream movie I think that has ever been made, right?
It's called fucking Nightmare on Elm Street.
It's in the title, folks.
It's in the title, folks. You know, not giving anything away.
Did they live on Main Street?
They lived on Main Street, but for some reason the nightmares were just one street over on Elm.
I'd move.
I'd be like, Mom, I'm going to move over with my friend. One block
I understand
over.
I'm 15, but I'm in my own apartment.
I'm going to
down
live
on
Main
Fifth
Street.
Avenue.
So this is something I find favorite, and this is just the movie nerd in me. But besides the actors that have been in some of the movies in the franchise, like that are Oscar nominated and Oscar winning, like that would go on to do great things, but there is a lot of talent in this franchise. Like besides the actors, Wes Craven, and I'm sure he's one of the most.
I know, yes.
Okay, good. He's one of the most talented directors, screenwriters of all time, just a legend. And so he created this based off of a true story he heard. But he wrote and directed it. But then he came back for part 3, my favorite, Dream Warriors. I'm going to say it again because you should watch 1 and then 3 immediately. Just skip 2.
Okay, nice. Okay.
And he wrote and produced the 3rd one. In addition, on the 3rd one, this must be why I love the 3rd one so much. Yes. Helping with the screenplay was Frank Darabont. And I know I'm just a nerd right now. You're like, who the fuck is that? But he would later go on to direct a little film called The Shawshank Redemption.
Oh, okay, yes.
You know,
got
so
it.
like
okay.
this person, these people started out in this franchise and went on to win Oscars. And
wow.
I mean, it's kind of fascinating to me, but.
Absolutely.
Okay. Sorry. And you can cut this out if you want, but I just had this crazy realization.
But I just think you are in your element because you are like bouncing up and down telling me this story. It's adorable.
I'm geeking out right now because I just had this okay. So just let me roll with this. The Arquettes. So we talked about Patricia Arquette. The Arquettes are an acting family. There's 4 of them. So Patricia, her brother David, who you would know, he was married to Courtney Cox, not anymore, but was Deputy Dewey in the Scream movies. Right. Alexis, her other brother, rest in peace. But you would know him. He played like the Boy George kind of character from The Wedding Singer.
Yes.
Okay. And then Rosanna is also an actress, probably best known for the movie with Madonna, Desperately Seeking Susan.
Okay.
And also, you know that band Toto, that song, Rosanna.
Yeah.
That was written about her.
Oh,
okay. But the reason I'm geeking out is because David, who was in Scream, Wes Craven also directed the first 4 Scream movies.
Yes,
so I'm like thinking now, he worked with Patricia and he's worked with David. I know that's not that interesting.
Friend of the family. Yeah.
They
just have him over. They have him over for spaghetti dinner. They're like, hey, let's kick around a new idea.
Wes too, rest in peace. Sorry.
Oh, yes. Well.
But anyway, so that's okay. I just got a little excited there. But
I could tell. That's very cute.
So why this franchise is great.
Please.
The first Nightmare on Elm Street is legit creepy and scary as fuck. But it's got such an interesting concept. Because also to go with the whole idea, we were talking about when Nancy, the main character, she has a conversation with her boyfriend, and he has done research that said Zen masters can control their dreams. And Nancy asks what they would do if they met a monster in their dreams. And her boyfriend says they would turn their back on it. If you take away a nightmare's energy, it disappears.
Interesting.
Which is, they really play on in all of the movies, but I think that's interesting just in general. Like, what happens if we can, in our dream, just turn away and walk away? Does that
because I think your natural reaction is to fight. It's fight, flight, or freeze. But fight, but I think is usually the first thing. Well, but to turn away and just be like, eh.
Yeah.
But see, I've also heard other people's opinions is if you want to address something scary in your dreams is to face it and just beat the living shit out of it.
Well, guess what? That's what you have to do. Well, actually, it's a combination. You see Freddy in certain movies lose some of his power because when he's not able to like bring people into the dreams and kill them, people forget. And so they don't think about him and he kind of loses power. So it's like they're giving him power by thinking about it. But anyway, let's not get into future movies just yet because there are 7 sequels and then 1 remake of the first one, which I would never talk about on this podcast because it was a piece of garbage, piece of shit movie.
So skip the remake and number 2.
Yes. And there are probably a couple in there too, but you definitely have to see the first one. Number 3, Dream Warriors. And this is like best of both worlds is Freddy versus Jason, where you've got Freddy Krueger and Jason Voorhees from Friday that's the one that actually kind of talks about how Freddy loses his power.
Got it.
The reason Jason's in that movie is because Jason can be out there and kill people, and he's making it seem like he's doing it. So he starts getting fear again. People are thinking about him, and that's how he comes back. I know. It's a lot.
So, you know what we're watching in this house this weekend?
What is it?
Hocus Pocus 2.
Oh my God.
So talk about the other end of the spectrum. These are more like
I'm like,
movies I watch.
What scary movies are you watching?
No,
Hocus
Pocus 2. We watched Hocus Pocus 1 yesterday. We had to prep, and then this weekend is Hocus Pocus 2.
Well, I had a big conversation with my friend Chad just recently about Hocus Pocus. I didn't bring it up, but he brought it up and had a lot to say, and he was very excited for Hocus Pocus 2.
I hear you, Chad. But anyways, back to Nightmares.
All right, so the first
On Elm
one's
Street.
scary, but each movie kind of gets funnier because some of it gets super campy, but like intentionally on purpose, and it's Freddy also starts having like these one-liners, and it's like so funny. It's scary, but it's just fun to watch because then it kind of differentiates because all these things are happening at the same time. Nightmare on Elm Street franchise, Halloween franchise, Friday the 13th franchise. And so as opposed to like Halloween and Friday the 13th, which, I love, you can't really talk about, sorry, what is my note here? I can't even read it. I was writing some stuff
feverishly. You were writing feverishly. All your notes.
Feverishly.
You're like, I can't get them out of my pen fast enough. I'm so excited.
Right? Okay, so all of these franchises are happening at the same time. And I have to give a little shout out to my friend Jackie because her favorite is Friday the 13th and mine is Halloween, as everyone knows by now. And we both love the same movies, but she loves that one better. I love that. And we talk about it all the time. And it's like for Friday the 13th, what makes it different is you got Jason. Mm-hmm. He's this superhuman person. You probably don't know the synopsis of that.
I haven't watched. Oh my God. Everyone's going to hate me. I'm going to get so much hate mail after this.
No,
I haven't watched Halloween, Friday the 13th.
That one upsets me, but the rest I can, I don't know. The Matrix. But anyway, no, it's okay.
No, when I watch old movies, I've like seen The Exorcist. I've seen Rosemary's Baby. I watched
you're going
more
back
of
far.
The 70s.
Yeah. So, but Jason is like this powerhouse, and it's scary. You're camping, it's in the woods and stuff, but you're almost rooting for him because the kills are so cool, and it's like this is either your thing or it isn't. But they're so fun. You're kind of like, yeah, get him. But with Halloween, Michael Myers is, to boil it down to the basics, is an escaped mental patient from Smith's Grove Sanitarium. That shit could happen. Sure. Like a mental patient can escape and start killing people. So with Halloween, it's still, they're all scary, but that one's like, you're gripping your seat and going, get away, as opposed to Jason, you're like, get him. Like all three of these are so different, but they are kind of all intertwined because they are all kind of happening at the same time. But it's like, you got Freddy with his fucking cool-ass glove. Jason has a machete.
Right.
And Michael Myers loves a good butcher knife. I mean, everyone's got their tool of the trade.
Nightmares upon nightmares upon nightmares. But only one can get you in a nightmare.
Tonight. Yeah, that's the tricky part. So, I don't know. I just think it's very interesting time of year. I love watching horror movies, scary movies. I grew up with this stuff. So, going back now and thinking about Nightmare on Elm Street after doing this podcast, it's really interesting, even though there's some real cheesy shit.
Sure.
There's some really interesting concepts buried in there. Like I said, Dream Warriors. I'll just tell you one thing from Dream Warriors, and then because there's so much. There is a kid who falls asleep and he loves puppets. He falls asleep.
What weird kid loves puppets?
Well, this is I don't know what it is. It's some kind of hospital. These kids are in some kind of hospital.
There's no reason to love puppets. I'm sorry.
No, there's not. And we're talking marionette puppets, okay? So he's asleep.
Like a marionette.
Right.
That's what it is.
Yes, a marionette. So he is asleep. Freddy comes to him, rips out his veins from his arms and his feet, and starts moving him like a marionette with his veins. I know you the look on your face, but I'm like, this movie was good.
It seems like a nightmare.
It is.
Again.
See? Yeah. So there's a lot of interesting stuff. And I mean, it's a lot to dedicate yourself to watch. Well, you don't have to watch the last one, but there's still 8. But you could probably survive off 4 of them. I just wanted to bring up scary movies because it's that time of year.
I love it. Yes.
Nightmares, it fit right in.
They fit right in, absolutely.
I'm sorry you haven't seen it. I really wish you would because
I'm sorry. So this is a half lame conversation. I feel like I have nothing to contribute because I have not seen them, but I do get the idea.
I was going to ask you. That's why I kind of told you ahead of time. I'm like, I don't know if you're going to like this because I don't think you watch horror movies.
It's not that I oppose. I just haven't.
No, I mean, it's people like them or they don't, No,
I like them.
Everyone. I just haven't seen those.
So speaking of horror movies, I found this podcast, and this is how I realized I like to listen to horror movies or watch them. So it's a podcast. It's called Kim and Ket Stay Alive, Maybe.
Ooh.
And it's these two women who live in LA. They're both improv or actors at some point in their careers, but they each will watch like a horror movie. It could be the 1960s, it could be like 2000s, 20s, like
anything.
It could be local, like an American movie, or it could be like a foreign movie with subtitles. But they go through and they tell you a whole storyline, start to finish, spoilers and everything.
Oh my God.
But then, so like one person hasn't seen the movie. So what they're trying to do is they'll start the show by being like, okay, who's going to be alive? Is Grace alive? Is William alive? And then they have to guess. And they have a point system at the end.
I love this.
Oh, it is like, so if you want to check it out, Kim and Ket Stay Alive, Maybe. Such a good podcast on my recommendation list. And they're long. They're like 2-hour podcasts, 2.5 hours.
You got to be dedicated.
You have to be dedicated because you're hearing the whole movie though. But they have such a light humor that they bring into it.
I love this.
That's why I like.
Okay, well, you're gonna have to do some homework. You're gonna have to watch at least the first Nightmare on Elm Street, absolutely the first Halloween, and at least the first Friday the 13th.
Agreed, I do. And you can listen to this. They just did the Alien prequel.
Oh,
which is very
that's
good.
a new one.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yes,
so, yeah, all good. Okay, so now we have assignments.
Yes. I will listen to the podcast. You will watch the movies.
It's getting the time of year where I actually have time to enjoy a little bit of TV, so it'll be good. Tuck right in.
I kind of wish I could see these movies for the first time because I was so young.
Yes.
When I saw them, like, I'm sure
we should just rent a hotel between my house and your house. Like,
we just
we're going to meet in Freeport. We'll find a hotel. We'll just watch these movies, like 3 in a row. Wouldn't that be amazing? That'd be fun.
I would love it. I would have you'd be like, I'm over it, like halfway through. But you might like it now that you're kind of listening.
No, I'd be fine. I'd be fine. Nightmare on Elm Street. I mean, it really just plays on a fear that we all have. Yeah. Falling asleep.
Yes.
Being in these awful situations, like in some of the catnaps we read tonight, and not being able to wake up or
right.
Oh God, yeah, this is terrifying. But to play that in a movie series is really quite brilliant. Well, wow, today's been fun. I want to say, if you are enjoying this podcast, we want you to tell your best friend about the show. You can tell your bestie. Oh, tell that person who loves any horror, like that friend who just will go to every damn horror movie. Tell them about this podcast because I'm sure they've got some fucked up nightmares. Be sure to tell
Freddy Krueger. Don't tell that guy. Don't talk to him, Mindy.
Don't tell Freddy Krueger.
Don't talk to him.
No, just don't give him the power.
Don't give him the power. Exactly.
Tell Zozo the demon.
Tell Z. Shh.
Sorry.
I'm so scared for you.
Tell that teenage boy who got half his eyeball eaten out by a shark for an appetizer.
I think he needs a good pick me up.
Yeah, tell him about the podcast. Listen. Just anyone and everyone. That's how we grow, and that's how we keep doing this show each and every week. So don't forget to tell a friend.
Wow, chug it.
I only had this much wine left in a bottle, so I'm just gonna
finish it. I love you.
I have to wipe off the wine teeth, You gotta get
the wine teeth.
You know how you drink red wine? I just kind of then it looks like I'm dark.
Like a kid.
I did. I'm like a
That's
kid.
What cracked me like a little kid wiping their mouth and
I'm
nose.
Just wiping my teeth on my shirt sleeve. You're right. Call me out. That's fine. All right, I'm gonna have to put that.
This is a podcast. They can't see. I have to call it out.
But we're gonna have to put this on the sleepover squad because that's a very special
squad footage. If you put me drooling on sleepover squad, then we could put you wiping your teeth with your shirt.
Sure. Let's just do it. Fun. Okay. Let's see what take it. I'm burpy too. I don't know what it is.
What the hell's in the air?
Burps. Oh my God. I don't know what it is tonight. Like, I'm just.
It's a burpy night. Burpy time.
It's a burp-filled evening with Revelations and Mindy and Brooke.
Oh, yes. It's my
bubbles
favorite
upon
time.
bubbles.
Bubbles and more bubbles.
So I have to tell you this story. This week, I went down to see our oldest at college.
Okay. How was it?
It was wonderful.
Did you take her out to eat like any good parent does when
Of
they go
course.
visit their
Well,
child?
yes, there's this breakfast place we love. And so we go for breakfast usually. But I surprised her the night before and I said, how would you feel if I brought your dog Kingston down to see you?
Oh my God. You did?
Mm-hmm. And so she's like, yes, please. I'm like, well, then we can't go to dinner or we can't go sit in the restaurant. And I'm like, but we can get it to go. And so she's like, yeah, bring the dog.
I would have died to have that in school.
Oh.
That's such a nice, sweet thing to do.
It was the cutest. She was so excited to see him. And the dog was so excited to see her.
Oh, yeah.
And so then we, when I got there, she wanted to show off all her friends, her dog.
Oh.
And so we go to the quad and we're just sitting there, you know, and the quad, you know, every school has a quad.
Yes.
Why? It's because it's got 4 corners. I don't know. Why is it called the quad?
It's open space, right?
Quad.
It's an open space. Aren't quads always like an open?
Isn't quad mean 4?
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like the quad's always like the central part of the
Right, maybe
campus,
because
and
it's surrounded by open,
It's not
by buildings.
It's like not indoors or anything. Like, how does it have a 4? Like,
Yeah, I don't know. So we go to the quad, and her friends all like, you know, come over because class had just gotten out or whatever time it was, and like all these kids are walking by, and all of her friends are just loving up on Kingston, and then her friend brought her kitten, in a backpack.
Oh,
Actually,
my
this is the cutest
God.
thing. So she's got 2 cats. One's named Hannah. One's named Montana.
Montana.
They call him Montana Monty. So Monty came out to see Kingston.
Monty.
And she had this beautiful pink dress on.
Monty did?
Yes, in her little cat backpack. Like so her friend was a nursing major. She just switched to veterinary, which I totally understand why now.
I want to see this. So
I should have.
badly.
I will send you a picture. I'm sure I can get one.
Please.
So Kingston's just loving it. Like everyone's like petting on him. They're just like loving it all up, and he's just having the best time of his life. But
of course he is.
as I drove away that day, I was thinking, I'm like, not only did Kingston have the best day of his life, but he made every single student stay that day because people were walking by and she's just like, come over and you can say hi. He's friendly. Like, come pet my dog. And there must have been 20 kids that stopped by.
Oh, that's awesome.
He's just getting petted. And like there was one girl that goes, well, that was a shot of serotonin.
Oh, good. I love that.
Because they probably have like pets at home that they're not seeing, you know?
And
oh my
like,
God, it was the
their
cutest
parents
thing.
aren't cool like you to bring them.
And then little Kingston slept the whole way home. He was tuckered out.
I bet he was fucking exhausted.
He loved it though. It was the cutest thing.
That's awesome. I love that.
Yeah. Bestie, I hope you have the greatest night's sleep without all this horror.
Sorry.
Yeah. Are you really?
No, because I love it.
All right, Bestie. Until next week, sweet
dreams,
bitches.
I don't know why it makes me happy every time.
Nightmares are saying that.
Both.